This is your Barbados Today morning news update for Thursday, July 25th, 2019. Thanks for joining us. I'm Carol Williams. We continue to follow yesterday's tragic death of a father and his two infant children. Following unconfirmed reports of the murder-suicide at the Regency Drive, Warrens Park, St. Michael home, social activist Cammy Holder described the act as cowardly, but he's insisting the situation could have been avoided and hit out at the judiciary, the Child Care Board and the police force. In a social media post, Holder said the system is failing fathers.
You have fathers in this country that are so frustrated with the court system that they decide to walk away. Unfortunately, one today did not walk away, and that is sad. So I'm saddened to see that this father could not walk away. But did this need to happen? No, it did not need to happen. Reading the transcript of the man, it shows that a man felt hard done by a system. My own experience is that I had to take the police to also take my daughter's Christmas gift to make sure no lies were told on me, to make sure that peace was maintained. Only to be told by a judicial officer in Barbados that I'm a sick person for taking the police to make sure the peace is maintained. Those are the sort of things that fathers have to encounter in this country.
Stating that he has been advocating for fathers without any success, Holder insisted that the welfare of children must be put first.
We deserve to do better in this country for the sake of our children. I am tired of complaining. We got to do better. We always speak to the best interest of our children. It cannot be in the best interest of our children when children are being deliberately denied access to a father or a mother. A girl child who does not have a male figure in her life or a strong male figure in her life growing up will find it difficult to navigate relationships with males later on in life. That said girl child who does not have a male figure growing up will seek the love and affection of sugar daddies later on in life and will accept abuse by a male as caring and love.
Meantime, the Ministry of Education has organized counseling for staff and students of the Coleridge and Parry School, where the 42-year-old deceased taught English. The counseling takes place today at 10 a.m. The ministry expressed deep regret at the deaths and described Barrow as a valued English teacher. In other news, Barbados has received help in its fight against mosquito-borne illnesses. The country is now in receipt of a fully equipped lab which rears, cultivates, analyzes, and performs research on the local mosquito population. The lab was handed over yesterday by representatives of the United States Agency for International Development to Minister of Health, Lieutenant Colonel Jeffrey Bostic. The minister indicated that mosquito-borne illnesses have been trending downwards, but said the ministry isn't letting down its guard.
Given the need to continue to strengthen the vector control program, when assistance was offered by the ZAC project, Barbados seized the opportunity. Under this program, our capacity will be enhanced in several ways, including identification of mosquito species, understanding mosquitoes' breeding habits, testing of biological mosquito controls, and developing insecticide resistance protocols. Mosquito control is important to us in the Ministry of Health and Wellness, and we are committed to the use of the Integrated Vector Management Framework, which requires evidence for rational decision making and favors optimal use of resources for sustainable action.
Calypsonian Stetson Red Plastic Bag Wilshire isn't ruling out a celebration after he's conferred with a Doctor of Letters in October by the University of the West Indies, Cave Hill. RPP is among 3 people who will be honored at the graduation ceremony. He tells Barbados Today it's something he'll consider for his fans.
It is still early days and the graduation is actually in October, but it is something to consider. I know there are several people there who would be looking for something to do in terms of a celebration. But I want to give thanks and praise to to the one and high, as I always do, for being there, and as I mentioned earlier, is the support of the people over the years has been phenomenal. I have received lots of love and support from the people of Barbados, so I would want to do something to be able to show them that I appreciate that support.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Barbados Today, news you can trust.
In the region, Grenada's national insurance contribution rate is going up. It's increasing by 2% effective September. Our government minister, Oliver Joseph, says Cabinet has approved the hike.
This is to be shared equally between employees and employers. The employers will pay 1% additional and the employee 1%. The current formula is that employees contribute 4% and employers 5%. In this new arrangement, employers will pay 6% and employees 5%, bringing it from 9% to 11%. This increase will take effect from the 1st of September 2019. Consideration has been given for an increase in the age of retirement. However, Cabinet asked for more consultation with stakeholders on the effective date for the age.
And internationally, Facebook has been fined a record $5 billion penalty by U.S. regulators. It's to settle claims that the company deceived its users about the privacy of their personal information in the fallout from the Cambridge Analytica scandal. More from ABC News.
The FTC is expected to accuse Facebook of repeatedly using deceptive disclosures and settings to undermine user privacy. For example, Facebook has a feature called two-factor authentication. In order to sign in, you get a one-time passcode sent to your phone, and ironically, it's a security feature. But the FTC says Facebook let some advertisers use the phone numbers people provided to protect their accounts to actually target users. It's just one of the many reasons Facebook will pay a record $5 billion fine. The Securities and Exchange Commission is also reportedly going to fine Facebook $100 million today over claims it did not properly disclose privacy practices to investors. And this is just the latest in a string of privacy issues for the social media giant. Already this year, we learned that Facebook was under criminal investigation for deals it made to share data with some tech companies, and that it stored hundreds of millions of user passwords in plain text that was searchable by employees.
That's news, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook. And sign up for breaking news alerts via WhatsApp. We're also on Izumi Media in bus terminals, as well as Screen Play at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also hear us on Mix 96.9 FM and Capital Media HD 99.3 FM. I'm Carol Williams. Have a good day.